Right. So you're able to see my screen, right? Okay. Now this is probably 23rd class, right? Yes, 23rd jQuery.html. Okay. Now usually we'll need jQuery file, right? So I'm just copying this line to use in a script. Now let's say we have one div class equal to something box, right? I have one input tag over here, input type equal to something text, and the value equal to nothing, placeholder equal to something, and the test here. Okay, and I'm having one class here that is just txt. Okay, now I have one list below this, which is URLi. Now I have data over here. Like first listing, we have data like this. Second listing and third listing. And moreover, did you remember when we are going, when we are discussing about HTML, we gone through data list, right? Data list tag, right? It is the HTML5 newly introduced tag, right? So we need to achieve the same action and the same output using jQuery without using that tag, because some browsers may not support HTML5. For that, we need to write our own custom thing, right? For that, we need to use this example. Okay. Now, I'm giving one properties here. I already said earlier, we can give our own properties with help of data attribute, right? So data dot, I'm giving title as first hyphen listing. See what I'm doing here. The space which is here, I'm replacing with hyphen here, and all are small case only. I'm not using any capital letters over here because it is useful to quick data search. Okay. Now I'm using another thing like this, and another thing, data title. Okay. So this is how, 1 minute. This is how our page looks like, right? Now, when I test in something here, it should filter our list. This list, it should filter, right? Now, what we need to do? So we need to do on key up, right? Because we need to take the data which is entered by the user. We already discussed about this thing, right? So filter data. This is my own method, and we can pass distant value over here, which will get the updated data from the text box, right? Now I'm again opening my script over here, and I'm writing my method filter data with some value a, right? A is the variable which will catch the input value, right? Now I can able to print this using console, and let me check whether it's printing or not. These are all things you already know. We already did in JavaScript, right? See, it's printing, right? Now, so what we're going to do now? When I key in something, it should check the this data title, okay, and it should filter it accordingly. That is our motto. Okay, first, before going to this, I need to tell something here. We have some span and some ID is there. That is my span. Okay, using jQuery, I need to get this my span. How we can get this, right? So span dot attr id. So by using attr property, we can get the all the properties of the span. So in this, I need to pass only id. So when I say edit here, I will get my span, right? My span. Likewise, we can able to read the data attribute also, right? Now first I need to hide all our listings over here when I keep this. Okay, for that I am appending one class here, that is list. Okay, list. Now when I say hide using jQuery, it will automatically hide all the elements which is having list class. See, there are three list classes are there, so it will hide all the list classes, right? Let's check now. Here, when I key press, right, key up, what happened? It's just hiding our list, your list, right? Now it should hide this list only if my text box having any value. If it is empty, it should show all the list, right? I need to check that case. If a not equal to empty, I'm just checking. Hide. Else. So if it is empty, I need to show the all the things, right? I'm doing the same over here using dot show method. So show is the thing method, three different method which we need to use to show the display the hidden elements, right? Now see, yeah, what happened? When it's empty, we're getting all the list. When we are filling with some text, they are going off, right? Okay, now what happened now? User filled with space. We need to trim that because space, even though space, we need to trim those values. Okay, it's always good to trim the inputs. So I need to trim this. For trim, I need to use one predefined method. It's not only in jQuery, it will applicable for JavaScript also. Okay, that is trim. One minute. Okay, trim. See here. Even though I'm giving space, it's just trimming. Trimming means it will cut the spaces on both the sides. On both the sides of the string. Okay. So even though user enters space, it will not accept the spaces, and because it is streaming over here, right? Now up to here, any doubts so far? Because we are going to write some logic over here, so up to here it's very clear, right? Okay, if you have any doubts, just bring me over here. Okay, right. Now we need to show we need to show the values which match with this data title, right? Okay, in CSS we have one property. We already discussed about this thing. We will use same property in jQuery also. Okay, so if li having data title, okay, star means anything, right, which is having listing. We already discussed about this thing, right? See, it's applying all the styles which is having listing, right? When I say first, what will happen? It will apply for only first. So here star means search this word within entire value. If you are using RST also, it will style the first one only, because in the first thing only we have RST. We already discussed this thing in CSS, right? The same logic we are going to use here. Now, don't be confused. See here, dot list having data title. I'm just giving double quotes here. Okay, data title star equal to, right? I need to use single quote here, right? Yes, but our value is dynamic. That's why I need to append a, and again I need to close this single quote, right? I'm closing the single quote here. See what will happen. So if user entered RST, so should be like the same. See, data title star equal to, so data title star equal to, and here we have single quote and single quote. This should be dynamic. I'm just appending this because from here to here is one string, here to here one string. In between, I am appending the dynamic value, right? Now I'm showing those things. See here. Listing means what happened? So it's acting like the autocomplete, right? Instant search. Okay. Now we have one problem over here. That is, when I say capital F, it should find, right? It should find. Why? Because capital F is not matching with this small f, right? We need to convert every input. So a equal to a dot to lowercase. When you say to lowercase, it will automatically convert the input which we have given here in the text box, will automatically convert into the lowercase because we are all using lowercase here, right? Now we can able to do this. See, even though we're giving capital letters, it's just finding, right? Okay, first listing. Now what happened? What about space, right? When we are giving space, we are replacing with hyphen. So the same thing we need to do using Java, jQuery or JavaScript, right? So a dot replace, we already know about this, right? We need to replace hyphen in all occurrences. That is G, right? So sorry, we to replace space with all occurrences using this one. So I am replacing every space with hyphen. Then it will exactly match, right? See now. Now it's coming. With space also it's coming, right? If you have another thing, listing now or something, it's just like this, right? So here, first listing now, listing, first listing now. Why it's not showing here? Correct only, right? You should display the text. Now it's showing. Listing now also showing. First listing now also showing. I just didn't refresh. Okay, that's the thing. When I say listing, it's showing all the things. When I say space, it's just showing this. Why? Because space we are replacing with hyphen, so it will automatically picking this. Okay. So any dots up to now? How to build a session list using jQuery, right? Any dots? So all of you understood, right? What he wrote here? We just used simple CSS selector to show the list. Okay, right. Okay, now we need to make this list should be appear when we typing the I mean on a chore of this or something like this. So you need to put this entire list into this here. Now UL should be hide, display none, enter UL should be none, and on box hover UL will be display block. You already discussed about this, right? See now, when you mouse over it will show, right? See, just we need to decorate it much better. That's it. So in this way, we can able to see the list. Okay, see, right? This is very similar to our data list, right? So any more dots in this session? Okay. Now, let's say we have one div after the span. I'm going with class now here. That is some minimized minimized box. Okay, I'm just writing a style here. Background f triple zero, height 200 pixel, width 300 pixel. We have one div like this way. Okay, I have one button also here. On click, I have one event. Okay, custom event. This is my use a different method. You can use anything, right? Custom EU. I can write like this also, right? Value, click here, right? I have click here button. So when I click this, our yellow color div should scroll up. I mean, you should add like the scroll. Okay. Now we're going to play with this. So minimized box dot slide up. When I say slide up, it's a predefined method in jQuery. See, but it's being too fast, right? It should be a bit slow. So for that, we have three parameters. That is, normal is the normal one, which you have seen now. Fast is the very fast, and slow is the bit slow, like this. Okay, and even you can pass the timing as well. So see, so this is like the four types of parameters are there, right? Okay, now I have another button where, or in the same button, I need to show this slide down, and here I am hiding this display none, this one, right? Okay, now I need to make these two things into one method. So when I click this, it should again scroll up, slide up. Okay, for this we have new method called as slide toggle. When I say toggle, it will act like the switch. See, the same button we can use in for both the things, slide up and slide down. Okay, right. So tomorrow we are going to learn much more things using jQuery. So for today, any doubts? Please ping me over here if you are very clear. Okay, so no doubts, right?